message authentication code. In message authentication code, we use a secret key to generate a small block of data that is known as a message authentication code, that is called as MAC. And this MAC is appended to the message. We are adding this MAC to the message and send it to the receiver. In this technique, we assume that both the parties, that is the sender as well as the receiver party, using the same secret key, that is KAB. Here the party A and party B share a common secret key that is called as KAB. When the party A want to send some message to party B, first it will calculate the message authentication code. For that one, it is using one algorithm called as MAC algorithm, which accept two values. One is called as message. It will take the message algorithm takes message and the key as an input and generates a small MAC. There is few bits of message authentication code, and that is attached to the message, which can be explained by this mathematical formula here. The function will take message and a key, secret key, and generates MAC. And this MAC is attached to the plain text and send it to the receiver here. The receiver side also, he has the same key as well as the same MAC algorithm. At the receiver, it takes the same plain text, apply the same key, generate one more MAC. This MAC is compared with the MAC which is sent by the sender. If both are matching, that means this message is not modified. The MAC generated by the receiver and the MAC received by the MAC which is sent by the sender is not matched. That means somebody modified the text here. We assume that only the receiver and the sender knows the identity of the secret key. The secret key is available to only two parties, sender as well as receiver. If the received code matches the calculated code, then the following statement apply. The receiver is assumed that the message has not been altered. What happens here? Sometimes the attacker got the message and he just modify the text. Since he don't know the key, so he cannot change the MAC. Message authentication code, he cannot modify it. So whenever the receiver got the plain text, he create his own MAC and compare it. Whenever the comparison done, it is not matching because the receiver knows that the key is available only with the sender. Second one, the receiver is assumed that the message is from the alleged sender because no one else knows the secret key. If the comparison is done properly, there is no any difference, then the receiver knows that only the sender has the key, so that message is actually alleged one. Because no one else knows the secret key, no one else could prepare message with proper code. Without key, they cannot create a message authentication code. If the message includes sequence of numbers, some algorithms like HDLC or TCP, they are adding some sequence number to the packets. In that case, if the receiver then assure that proper sequence, sometimes the packets are in not proper sequence, the opponent may alter the sequence order. Receiver knows that the sequence number is changed because an attacker cannot successfully alter the sequence number. It is identified by the receiver party by checking the message authentication code. There are many algorithms are there which will generate this message authentication code, but most of the algorithms are depending on the DES. Here the DES will generate a small MAC, a few bits up to 16 to 32 bits. MAC will be created and give it to the next process. This DES actually generates message authentication code 16 bit or 32 bit as a output here.